Welcome, everyone, to College Station, Texas. You're watching ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Experian. As we continue Dr. Pepper's Championship Drive Game of the Week from Kyle Field as the winds cascade across the Texas plains here in the second weekend in October. It brings with them optimism for the Gators and the same for Texas A&M.
12th man gets involved, Mark.
All right, Q, an electric atmosphere here. A vociferous crowd, as always, here at Kyle Field. It'll come out of the end zone, 1st and 10
of that today.
Ball beside him off the RPO, tons of time, and wide open. At the 40-yard line, it's the tight end, Hayden Hansen, for a good gain out near midfield. He's going to be stopped up at about the 48-yard line, but 1st and 10. Brown in motion, Lagway back to pass again. Almost brought down, but completes it to number 8. Vernell Brown III, one of 2 true freshmen that start. On 2nd and 5, toss to the wide side of the field. They get to the edge. Ball still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds. Just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaden Baugh, a powerful, imperious running back at 200. 1st and 10 from the 32. Lagway on the quick slant, complete to Wilson. And Wilson III picks up another Gator first down. Wilson is a guy that they'll move around a lot, even lining him up.
Slant really well designed by Billy Napier.
Lagway gets it out quickly again. Complete down to the 13-yard line. That's Dallas Wilson, who was phenomenal last week. This time, Lagway, another quick delivery, complete. Down to the 3-yard line. It's Vernell Brown III again, working against Ricks. And all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Here.
Got a trips formation at the bottom of the field. They keep it on the ground. Down to the 1-yard line. That's Jaden Baugh. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Lagway wide open. Touchdown Gators. Amir Jackson with the score. With precision and lethality. Trey Smack with the extra point. And the Gators with a 7-0 lead, courtesy of an 8-play, 75-yard drive. Let's see what kind of response the Aggies come up with. They'll have the football here. And they'll start off 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Their quarterback, Marcel Reed, 6'1", redshirt sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee. One of the top-rated players coming out of high school, and his leadership this year, coupled with his improved passing, has really been a big, important variable in their overall success after their best start since 2016. A real connector in terms of his leadership, in the words of head coach Mike Elko.
Coach Elko said he's the modern leader. He's a spark plug with a magnetic personality, but he's kind of a rhythm shooter. And he's had slow starts in these games so far. Down 7-0. Can't get off to a slow start like he did a week ago.
Le'Veon Moss in the backfield. Off the play fake. Taking a shot deep. Got a man on the post. Caught. Down to the 8-yard line. Mario Craver. 67 yards, that's how you respond.
And you respond with speed. Mario Craver has 2 guys trying to cover him, but you can't cover if you can't run as fast as the other guy. Mario Craver splits the safety in the corner. Marcel Reed puts it out there. And Mark, they've struggled connecting on those deep balls so far this year. That one right on the money from Marcel Reed.
Gives them 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Reed's going to keep it on the predetermined run, and in 2 plays, they strike back. Rushing touchdown of the season. Doing it with his arm and then his legs to knot this game at 7 apiece. The toss into the boundary to Baugh, and strung out, really well defended by Texas A&M. Pushed out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. Ball in motion out of the backfield. Lagway batted down over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Sturdivant and Tyreek Chappell.
Up the edge. Two things that Florida are going to have to contend with. Watch Cassius Howell, the excellent defender.
Gets it out quick. Eugene Wilson, the third, stopped up short of that first down at about the 32-yard line. So fourth down coming up. Now, Tommy Doman perched at his own 18-yard line for the punt, averaging about 44.5 per on the season. This is Concepcion. Brought down immediately at the 17-yard line. Comprehensive coverage that time. A little counter run out to the 26-yard line as Moss picked up 7 on the play.
99 yards against Mississippi State, 207 against Auburn.
On 2nd and 3, Reed back to pass on the out. Concepcion comes back to it, picks up the first down, keeps the legs moving at the 34-yard line, working against the Colorado transfer. Reed to pass again, completes another one to his tight end downfield. Horkacher still on his feet, pushed out of bounds finally. Another big completion. Bryce Thornton with the hit on the play. Been processing much better this year. Hands it off this time to Moss, who spins off a would-be tackler and falls forward to about the 28-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot it back at the 29, a 4-yard pickup. Morrow motions out of the backfield. Willis still perfect passing the football down to the 21-yard line. Morrow makes the catch out of the backfield, and they move the chains again. And a late flag on the play as well.
Offside on the defense, number 0. That penalty is declined. The resulting play is a first down.
11-yard gain down to the 22. The 21 personnel, 2 backs. Reed pulls it out through his progression. Got a man! Touchdown, Morrow!
Well, Morrow is here in the backfield, and he's going to run a corner. You're going to see a post from the outside by KC Concepcion, and nobody covers the back. Looks like it's man-to-man coverage or cover 4 down the field. The 2 defensive backs are occupied.
Talked about it. Marcel Reed, a rhythm shooter. He is on a heater right now, folks. 5 of 5 passing, 137 yards. The Eastern on ESPN2. The only question I want to know, is this the year that the Toronto Maple Leafs break their Stanley Cup drought that goes back to 1967, Roddy?
I have no clue,
so?
but the question is, can you back up your claim of being the best ice skater?
I will. Matt Berry would have finished there.
Maybe stays undefeated. Wow.
1st and 10. Lagway down the sidelines. Is it caught? Yes, it is, by Sturdivant. What a grab.
The speedster, J. Michael Sturdivant, just taking off past Des Ricks. Let's see if he completed this catch. And it looks like he holds on to.
Ball in the backfield, takes the handoff. Nice jump cut. Trying to get to the edge. Man, he told that DB, you need to talk to the hand because my legs aren't listening. Des Ricks had a handful of ball a moment ago. Play clock at 10. Lagway looking at Sturdivant and overshoots him at the 15-yard line, covered closely by Ricks.
To test to get a 3rd and long.
Well, they're looking to throw here again. Same place. Different result. What a catch by Brown on Ricks. And it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line, Gators. What a
Screen, Jaden Baugh, Wildcat quarterback.
Baugh taking the direct snap. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Might have gotten a yard on the play, if that. Jaden Baugh, an interesting. Wilson split to the bottom of your screen. They go to Wilson. Caught. Touchdown, Gators. Dallas Wilson, the phenomenal freshman, after a huge week last week. Knotted at 14. Dallas Wilson. It'll be 1st and 10 Aggies from their own 25. Let's go down to Concepcion in motion. Reed. Incomplete. Tried to hit Concepcion, who was coming back to the football. But good pressure. And it was indeed Reed's first incompletion of the football game. Craver in motion. But they keep it on the ground with a handoff down to the 30-yard line. It's Moss. Moss picked up about 5, leaving up a 3rd and 5. Orstrom in motion. 3 receivers out to the top of your screen. Reed pulls it, completes it, out to the 45, and there he is, the big tight end, Orstrom.
Well, it's a really nice on-time.
And Concepcion back in the football game for Texas A&M. Reed gets it out again to Melon Orstrom. Chopped down immediately by Sharif Denson. Little or no gain on.
It's talent around the world. It feels like every week we've got a player from overseas.
No doubt. Between the tackles this time, Reuben Owens, a.k.a. Hammer, picks up 6 yards on the play.
Mark, where A&M runs the football, you might think about going for it on 4th down.
Reed on the quick delivery, complete to Mario Craver. Still on his feet and finally brought down, but he moves the chains down to the 40-yard line. Denson was there in coverage, but in his career on that reception. They keep it on the ground with Owens plowing forward. Picks up about 4.5, close to 5 on the play. 35, looking at a 2nd and 5 to go. Nice run by Owens between the tackles. Close to the 1st down, picked up 4. Castell on 3rd and short. They keep it on the ground and move the chains. Owens again doing the honors. Last week Owens had a huge week in their win against Mississippi State.
Entire country.
Concepcion in motion. Blitz coming off the edge. Reed steps up and runs it. And falls safely at the 23. Picked up 7 on the play. Bussey in motion. Nice seam down right between the tackles. Touchdown Aggies. Moss. Five and a half minutes on the clock, and both teams' respective offenses having their way, partner.
Yes, they are. And this one was made by
one of the most iconic places across the college football landscape. And a shootout so far with the home crew leading by 7. Field for the Gators for the first time. And he gets the call. Over the left side of that offensive line over Harrison Barber. Sanson in motion to the top of your screen. Lagway pulls it out. That shot high over the head of Wilson, who had that touchdown reception on their previous. Fumble! Lagway put it on the ground. The Gators retrieved it, but it'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt. Good pressure from Chappelle.
offense.
That was their 19th sack of the season. The punt from Bowman. Concepcion watches it bounce harmlessly down to the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10.
And had to try the ribs. Phenomenal. Thank you to Lamar and Nikki for being hospitable.
Right now, the Aggie offense trying to eat. That was Moss. Not to mention the fantastic meal at
back room, but if Le'Veon Moss misses any time, then he will be missed.
Reed on 2nd and 3, incomplete over the middle, intended for Bethel Roman. So Concepcion on the jet sweep gets the call, and he's going to be stopped up short by Jaden Robinson. Good tackle by the Gators, and an intriguing trying to draw them offside. And the Gators don't blink.
It's a nice job by Florida defensively, realizing that they're going to get hard counts. They're trying to get you to jump. And Mike Elko doing something there that I think is underrated, not taking the timeout.
Third, back for the punt, perched on his own 11-yard line. A high spiral down to Brown at the 9, where he called for the fair catch.
We'll keep an eye on if those two guys are able to continue.
Lagway keeps it after faking the jet sweep. Actually, that was Baugh on the direct snap. Searcy made the tackle on the play. 3 yards. Brown in motion to the top of your screen. Lagway comes to the short side of the field to complete it to Dallas Wilson.
Delivered an accurate football.
A whistle and a flag.
False start on the offense, number 53. That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's against Bryce Lovett. Lagway hands it off to Baugh. Baugh stuffed up after trying that left side. Searcy. Gain of 2 on the play. You know, back
to get him game speed reps, and Billy Napier told him after the bye week, hey, training camp is over. It's time to play ball.
On the screen, almost picked off, but broken up. Tried to hit Baugh, and Chappelle with the tackle there to break up the play. Keep an eye on number 9, Cassius Howell. Pass complete to Baugh, nowhere to go, surrounded immediately. Torian York was the first Aggie to arrive. It'll be 4th down. To punt. Concepcion at his own 40-yard line. A high spiral, good directional punt, and it takes a propitious bounce for Florida all the way down to the 18-yard line.
During the kick, personal foul, face mask on the kicking team, number 0. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. 1st down.
All right, so bring it 15 yards the other way, and now quick word. Coleman punting from 9 yards deep in his own end zone. Concepcion will wave everybody off. It'll bounce on Florida's side of midfield at about the 43. He's in the backfield. Reed gets it out quick on the receiver screen. Nice catch and run on the play by Concepcion, who picks up about 9 on the play.
The reason he came to A&M, he wanted to play for a contender. They certainly are.
On the sweep, Reuben Owens picks up the 1st down. Brought down by Cormani McLean. Got 5 on the play. In motion now sets on the right side. Craver motioning out top. Reed looking his way. And Reed dragged down from behind. Good tackle by Devin Moore to limit that gain to about 3 yards.
Looked mostly unstoppable in this game.
On 2nd and 8. A handoff. Owens with nowhere to go, limited to just 2 yards. Miles Graham was right there to meet him in the hole. 3rd and 6. Daniels in the backfield. Reed has time off the hands of his receiver, Mario Craver, and it'll be 4th down coming up.
And a field goal attempt.
Randy Bond coming in to knock this one through, potentially from 43 yards out. Well within his range. But he pushed it to the left, and Billy Napier's crew dodges one. Jaden Baugh in the backfield. He gets the call over the left side, and Baugh picks up about 3 on the play. It was
every single hit.
Jay Bateman, the defensive coordinator, intent on that. Blagway, sidearm delivery complete to Baugh. And he is stopped up and may have gotten the first down on second effort. Chappelle and York there to make the tackle. On 1st and 10, Jaden Baugh again. Got about 4 on the play. I love the fact that Gators in an empty formation. Blagway, incomplete. Intended for Eugene Wilson III. Keep an eye on number 9. Didn't get to the quarterback, but nonetheless, they got pressure. There's a flag down on the incomplete pass. Aggies may have jumped.
On the play, 1 on each team. Offside on the defense, number 50 in the neutral zone at the stat. Holding on the offense, number 58. Those penalties will offset. We'll do a replay of 3rd down.
I know. Watch Dalton Brooks off the edge.
They come with pressure. Blagway delivers it way too high, incomplete. It'll be 4th down intended for Dallas Wilson, but not even close night for the Gators and Tommy Doman. Man, that is a moonshot. You talk about a coffin corner, perfectly, precisely placed inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line.
The best in the league right now.
Reed hands it off to Owens. And Owens picks up about 2 yards. We hit the 2-minute timeout.
Tough loss today at Northwestern. Congratulations, Northwestern.
Yes. Reed fires complete to the 10-yard line to his tight end, Bokercher. Incomplete, intended for Concepcion. And in a blink, a quick 3 and out.
On the clock.
White punting from the goal line, a high spiral. Brown calls for the fair catch at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from here. Starting quarterback for the Gators hands it off to his tailback, Jaden Baugh, with a nice sprint of 9 yards on the play. 2nd and short coming up. Marcus Ratcliffe making the tackle.
Looks like they caught Texas A&M in a little bit of a slant. Tyler Onyedum slanted out of that hole and created a massive lane for Jaden Baugh to run through.
Brown in motion at the top of your screen. They'll keep it on the ground. And Baugh will pick up enough for the 1st down. Moves the pile to about the 48. Blagway steps up. Flushed out. A jump shot pass, no good. Intended for Dallas Wilson. Setting up a 2nd down and 10. They motion out of trips. Jaden Baugh on the ground. Nowhere to go. Brought down. An impervious defensive front led by Albert Regis. Holding the Gators to no gain. Twices. 3rd and 10. Blagway. And it's batted down by Albert Regis. Back at his own 38-yard line. Bussey watches it go over his head and into the end zone. The season collapsed last year. On the run, this is Ruben Owens. And Owens staying on his feet down to the 2nd half. Terry Bussey back deep on his own goal line. And they'll take it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Marked to 14 in the 1st half for 171 yards. Going to keep it on the ground on 1st down with Ruben Owens. Let's go downstairs to Q.
Yeah, Marcus, good point. Ruben Owens now.
Got to take advantage of every possible run and yard. In a game like this, Reed slings it incomplete for Concepcion. It'll be 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Receivers, Mario Craver or Casey Concepcion.
Reed taking a deep shot, got him in, and outshot Concepcion. He got in behind McLean.
There have been so many times this season where it's been open and they haven't been able to connect.
There's the punt from White. On the return, it's Eugene Wilson III. Pardon me, Vernell Brown III. Going here at quarterback. On the handoff, a hard run by Jaden Baugh. A hard-earned 2.5 yards. Dalton Brooks making the tackle on. Freshman Florida receivers can do what they did last week against Texas. They won't get a chance here. Sack by Howell. Cassius Howell cashing out.
I mean, Cassius Howell just one-on-one around the corner. Absolutely dominates Austin Barber. The little fake and dip, and then bends the corner with Cassius Howell to the top of your screen against Austin Barber.
On the receiver screen, complete. Ball on the ground, came out. Aggies recovered it. Vernell Brown put it on the ground. It'll be 1st down the other way. Torian York made the recovery.
And it was his fellow linebacker, Damian Sanford, who just punches the ball out, and he has played incredibly well. After filling in for Scooby Williams, who got hurt, didn't play against Auburn and Mississippi State, but Damian Sanford has stepped up.
So Reed can take advantage, or how quickly they might try here. Pulls it out in the play fake, hits his receiver underneath down the sidelines, the tight end Amari Niblack. It's in 10 from the 16. A little bit of a high snap. Reed hands it off to Owens. Picked up a yard on the play. Tackle made by Jaden Woods. Maybe no gain even. Deer. They fake the jet sweep. Reed behind his receiver, tight end Borkacher. And it sets up a 3rd down and 10.
Can they cover is going to be the big question.
Concepcion to the top of your screen. Reed scrambling. Takes out his do-it-yourself kit. Tiptoes out of bounds, but he's short of the 1st down by a yard or 2. Picked up, sharply increased. And sometimes that changes things. Drills this one through, though. Now 7 of 12 on the season. As they capitalize on this fumble. Full schedule, go to secsports.com/news. And the Gators from the goal line. Vernell Brown III, who had that fumble that led to the field goal by the Aggies, with a nice return. Well, DJ Lagway out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Jaden Baugh, nowhere to go. Damian Sanford, who you mentioned we had a fantastic meeting with yesterday. 2nd and 11. Lagway incomplete. No flag on the play intended for Sturdivant. And the Chappelle. Play clock at 1. They just get it off in time. Lagway down the middle of the field. 1st down and then some. Eugene Wilson III pointing in the right direction. 1st down on the 25-yard catch. From midfield, 1st and 10. Lagway has a man. Incomplete, intended for Dallas Wilson. Boy, if he just thrown it downfield a little bit instead of fade. On 2nd and 10. Lagway fires a laser complete to the 35. TJ Abrams picks up 15 and a 1st down. A couple of good rhythm throws. They fake the jet sweep. Lagway incomplete, intended for Abrams. Was working against Des Ricks, and incomplete tonight. Lagway hands it off. It's going to be about a 2-yard gain by Jaden Baugh. Regis and Sanford coupling for the tackle. So
against this A&M defense.
They're 1 of 7 on third down conversions tonight. Nice move by Baugh to get away from one tackler, but he's about 2 yards short of the first down. Torian York was there, but Trey Smack down the middle. Ag kicking a successful field goal a moment ago. Terry Bussey back deep there for the Aggies. Their lead cut to 7.
To his players, and the players really feel heard by him,
which is important in this day and time. Ruben Owens brought down by Jamari Lyons. Q?
Yeah, he's known Elko's yells that set Mike Elko apart.
And has his team perfect so far. Reed tipped at the line of scrimmage and harmlessly incomplete. Looked like it was Jeremiah McCloud. Been conspicuous by his silence of late. Craver with 2 receptions so far. Reed surveys, pulls complete, but a good open field tackle that time by Thornton limits the gain to 5. Tyler White with a punt from his own 20. Brown back there for the fair catch at the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Lagway finds his back, Daniels, and Daniels ends up picking up about 7 yards. Will lead the third, but a flag down. And this one's going to come back.
That's the head baloney.
Lagway backside pressure, tipped and incomplete. Cassius Howell again swerved and bent that corner and put pressure on the QB.
It feels like rinse and repeat. Cassius Howell right here on the edge, just around the corner. He bends it on Austin Barber. I mean, just the speed, the power.
Now that's a hold too.
It might have been. Question is, was that hand empty as it came forward? No, he had it.
Lagway will hand it off to Daniels, put his hat down and plows forward to the 31-yard line. He ran over and through Marcus Ratcliffe, and another flag down on the field. See if this 16-yard pickup stands or not. This was a spirited run by KD Daniels.
See at the top, Dallas Wilson driving the Texas A&M defender into the bench.
Personal foul, blocking out of bounds on the offense, number 6.
That's what the officials saw too.
After this goal from the end of the run, replay second down.
So he's okay there. He's still in bounds. Now you're a couple steps out of bounds. Now you got to pull up, and apparently.
Lagway keeps it on the ground out to the 22-yard line. KD Daniels didn't pick up 16 like he did on the last run. He got 6 on that one. Lagway wisely using good discernment throws it out of bounds. 4th down and long coming up. 6th punt of the night for Tommy Doman. Bussey back deep, signals for the fair catch, tells his teammates to get out of the way. Time now for the Aflac trivia question. Amari Daniels in the backfield, motions. Nice catch by the tight end, Melon Orstrom. And he was down first. Denson.
Rhythm shooter can get the rhythm back.
Reed pulls it out, completes it to his tight end, Nyblack. And a 5-yard pickup on the play. Daniels in the backfield. That's Craver in motion. Reed peels back the other way, tucks it under and pushed out of bounds at about the 43.
Good pins.
Bussey split up top. They keep it on the ground and pick up the first down. Amari Daniels doing the honors. They're going to give him forward progress to the 39-yard line as we answer the.
And we have at least one going for a second.
They're ahead of the pack. Reed underneath on the jailbreak screen. Nice move by Concepcion. Down to the 23-yard line and slow to get up.
Offense.
Owens in the backfield. Reed into the end zone and incomplete. Intended for Bethel Roman.
But it seems not to have affected him all that much.
They're going to hand it off to Reuben Owens the second. Jaden Robinson making the tackle for Florida. Imperfect. Looking at 3rd and 7. First play of the 4th. Reed takes a shot in the end zone and it's picked off back deep by Castell. The Gators get the INT. Got a man open downfield. Caught by Michael Sturdivant. And a first down. Jackson in motion. Lagway is going to hand it off to his tailback, Jaden Baugh. Baugh picks up 4 on the play. Wilson in motion to the top of your screen. Lagway pulls it incomplete at the 40. Sanford there to knock it away. Lagway hands it off to Baugh, and Baugh will have nowhere to go. Stopped up and 4th down coming up. Sanford and Chappelle in on the tackle. They're going to go for it. Lagway high, tipped, incomplete, and the Aggies will take over on downs. Intended for Brown the third. Well, they had their way with North Carolina last week. Here's Marcel Reed. Gain of 4 on the play. What do you make of Clemson? Reed's going to hand it off across the formation down to the 45 as Reuben Owens. Miles Graham making the tackle on the 1-yard pickup. Out to the top of your screen. Concepcion in motion on the jet sweep, trying to get to the edge. Does. Tried to get airborne and got chopped down by Bryce Thornton, but picked up the first down.
Of the defender not biting on the low tackle.
He did not get cleared for takeoff.
No, he did not.
Reuben Owens straight ahead, nowhere to go. Miles Graham again in on another stop. 2-yard gain on the play by Reuben Owens the second.
There's been no flinch on that sideline. Another thing that he said, and we've seen it today.
On the handoff, Morrow stopped up. And we got a flag on the field as well. Little post-play chatter.
Offside on the defense, number 94 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty with a replay of second down.
Tyreek Sapp.
Texas A&M really slowed the pace down on this drive.
On the handoff, that's going to be Owens, stopped up short by probably half.
They usually lead the way.
They keep it on the ground. Well done. Morrow picks up the first down. And the clock continues to be in. Moving at a glacial pace right now. They keep it on the ground. Morrow picks up about 2. Let's go down to Q for more.
Yesterday, when
If indeed Texas A&M continues to control the ball like this.
They keep it in the run game. Morrow, Jamarian Morrow out of Memphis, Tennessee, a 5'9" freshman.
This is a huge third down for Florida. Texas A&M 5 minutes already off the clock.
Reed on the receiver screen. Concepcion got it, and room inside the 10, 1st and goal. Big time conversion, especially when you consider that Coach Elko might.
So going down 2 scores could be catastrophic.
This is Daniels on the ground, nowhere to go, running between the tackles. Might have picked up 2 on the play down to the 5-yard line, and but they need a stop on this series. 2nd and goal on the snap. It's Owens down to the 2-yard line. Will Florida call a timeout or not here?
No, there's not. Other than getting a stop.
Yes. Reed, toss, and touchdown, Owens.
Thanked by the running back in that running back room on Monday.
The extra point good. And for Owens, that was his first rushing touchdown of the season, 4th of his career. Florida with a full complement of 3 timeouts remaining. They didn't use any of them on that last 8-minute scoring drive. Lagway, backside heat, fumbled, comes out, loose ball. Hayes came on the weak side, and the Aggies recover it. He made the hit, and he made the recovery.
Jay Bateman told us, the defensive coordinator, that they really liked the matchup against the tackle, the left tackle, Austin Barber, coming into the game. We thought it was going to be Cassius Howell, but this time, Deion Hayes beats Cassius Howell to the quarterback, knocks the ball out, dives into the pile, and what happens at the bottom?
Folks, if you don't already know, Concepcion sets Smith down to the 35, picked up 3.
About his future as the leader of the Florida Gators.
He came into this game 1 game over 500 during his tenure in Gainesville, as Marcel Reed will pick up the 1st down. Gators, they keep it on the ground and pick up the 1st down. That's E.J. Smith. So the margin right
in the room. Texas gets a win. They take up a lot of the oxygen in the SEC. Haven't seen the latest on the Georgia score, but
here's Smith. Another 1st down. A passionate run by E.J. Smith, 16 yards.
I mean, the reason that they shouldn't be slept on, Mark, I think starts with the fronts. We talked about the defensive front. This offensive line's been really good this season. In one team, Notre Dame, with a number next to their name, that should get you enough respect, but it seems like it hasn't.
That was at Notre Dame as well. Here's Smith again. And you know what? I'm just starting to feel some special kind of vibration right now. There's something
on how the Longhorns are playing.
E.J. Smith stunting like his daddy right now. Smith down in the field. Aggies driving 3rd and 5. Smith stopped up short of the 1st down. 1 of 2 so far tonight. Coach Elko talked about trying to get him right, get his confidence back to where it was a season ago. Got a big leg, 57, 58-yard range.
Coming there.
on those ribs?
By trying the ribs and the catfish.
I would have loved you to bring me back a plate.
Finished better than we did a year ago.
Right.
This is a team that should be in the college football playoff.
Lagway underneath to his running back, Jaden Baugh. They say he runs nice routes and is a good receiver out of the back. Going to have a week off before playing Georgia at home. Lagway incomplete, out of bounds, and I wonder if that's going to be grounding.
He's going to be
Flag on the
holding.
play or holding.
Holding on the offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with a replay of second down.
His day on hit.
Parker at Clemson, we saw him. Lagway out to the edge, complete. That's Brown, the third. Nice sprint to pick up some more yardage. Got a quick shot of Howell coming off the edge again. Almost got to the quarterback. Instead, it was his teammate, Onyedem. Hey, when you put up impressive numbers like they have, you can pop your stuff.
Defense, number 8, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, and that carries an automatic first down.
Mr. Buzzkill would
Contain him after talking that talk.
Lagway fumbled the snap, completes the pass to Baugh, who was brought down promptly at the 40-yard line. See, I played collegiate basketball. I love the talk.
I know.
That's part of the game for me. You shouldn't be playing sports if you get your feelings hurt. Play chess.
We haven't seen a taunting penalty in a while to get you fired up.
Lagway on the last play of the game. The fireworks have already started. Vernell Brown, the third, out of bounds, and that'll do it. Texas A&M improving to 6-0. Their first 6-0 start since 2016. Wasn't the homecoming that Lagway wanted. Arizona State, Utah coming up next on ESPN. For Roddy Jones, Quint Kessenich, our crew, I'm Mark Jones. Right now, here's Dave Fleming and Brock Osweiler.